This is a story of love, lies, and matchmakers, a world where tradition and modernity clash. Family expectations, societal pressures, and personal dreams create a labyrinth of relationships, each one shaped by forces far beyond the individuals involved. For outsiders, it's a journey filled with unwritten rules and surprising revelations. You're watching China Stream, your gateway to China. Here, we uncover fascinating stories and insights about this extraordinary country. Let's dive in. Imagine growing up in a society where dating is discouraged, until suddenly, marriage becomes a top priority. In big cities like Beijing and Shanghai, modern technologies add spice to the stew. Here, personal ambition, evolving traditions, and deep-rooted family dynamics come together in unexpected ways. For thousands of years, marriage in China had little to do with love. It was about survival, leverage, family legacy, and power dynamics. It served as a foundation for social alliances, ensuring stability for families and communities. In the 1980s, however, everything began to shift. Deng Xiaoping's economic reforms opened the country to new ideas and opportunities. Urbanization gained momentum, education improved, and access to global media transformed perspectives. Younger generations were introduced to the idea that love could be a personal choice rather than a family duty. By the 21st century, technology brought this transformation to another level, offering tools that gave individuals more control over their romantic lives. Yet, despite these modern influences, family expectations and cultural traditions remain deeply rooted. It's this intricate dynamic that we'll explore today. Marriage remains a significant milestone in China, not just for individuals but for their families. Parents often take an active role, expecting their children to settle down by their late 20s. Matchmaking parks are a common sight in cities like Shanghai, where parents exchange resumes of their unmarried children, scrutinizing details like income, education, and even zodiac signs. For some young people, this parental involvement is a welcome shortcut, saving them time and effort. For others, it feels intrusive, a reminder of the lingering weight of family expectations. Parents argue that their experience gives them insight into what makes a successful marriage. As the saying goes, first marry, then love.
先结婚，后恋爱.
Reflecting the belief that happiness and affection can grow after marriage, even if compatibility isn't perfect at the start. While children today have more freedom to reject these arrangements, the pressure to meet family expectations is hard to ignore. Single women over 27 are often labeled as leftover women, a term that underscores the societal pressure to marry young. For rural men, the challenges are different. The gender imbalance caused by decades of the one-child policy makes it harder for them to find partners. These pressures reveal that love in China is rarely just about emotions, it's a negotiation between old and new values. In traditional Chinese culture, love before marriage is often seen as fleeting, something that develops later, rather than leading the way. Marriage is viewed as a foundation for building lasting bonds, focused on responsibility, mutual respect, and shared goals. This contrasts with many Western norms, where passion often begins relationships and partners may change as feelings evolve. In China, relationships often involve families from the very beginning. Parents' opinions carry significant weight, and compatibility is measured by more than shared interests or chemistry. Financial stability, education level, and even zodiac signs are carefully considered. These factors are seen as essential for ensuring harmony, not just between the couple, but within the extended family. For those unfamiliar with this approach, it can feel overwhelming. But in Chinese culture, building a strong family foundation is often viewed as the key to a lasting and fulfilling marriage. Dating apps like Tantan and Momo are changing how people in China meet potential partners, but their role reflects a distinctly Chinese approach. Unlike in the West, where dating apps often focus on personal choice and romance, in China, These platforms frequently emphasize practical considerations like income, education, and family background. Some platforms even cater specifically to parents, allowing them to create profiles and search for matches on behalf of their children. This adaptation of traditional matchmaking practices to the digital age highlights how deeply family involvement is woven into the dating process. For many families, these apps are a tool to ensure their children find compatible partners who meet cultural and practical expectations. For young professionals, dating apps offer convenience. They allow users to connect with potential partners while navigating family expectations and societal pressures. In some cases, parents actively participate, reviewing profiles, offering advice, or even initiating conversations. This unique blend of tradition and technology demonstrates how China is embracing modern tools without abandoning its cultural roots. In China, dating often comes with financial expectations. Men are traditionally seen as providers, with owning a house or car considered essential for serious relationships. These expectations, deeply tied to cultural ideas of stability and responsibility, can create immense pressure on men, especially in cities where housing prices soar. This focus on financial readiness encourages open conversations about money early in relationships, something that's less common in many Western cultures. While it reflects practical planning, critics argue that it often places a disproportionate burden on men, leaving fewer financial expectations for women. Traditional gender roles also play a significant part in shaping dating dynamics. Men are still expected to provide, while women are seen as nurturers, balancing careers with family responsibilities. This dynamic reflects cultural values of care and protection but may limit the potential for fully equal partnerships. As modern women pursue independence and success, these roles are beginning to evolve, albeit gradually. Despite these frameworks, many relationships in China are grounded in pragmatism. Couples often build their partnerships on mutual respect and shared responsibilities, with love growing over time as a fortunate addition. These enduring bonds remain a cornerstone of relationships, sustaining couples through life's challenges. China's dating culture is evolving, shaped by rapid modernization and deeply rooted traditions. Young professionals may prioritize shared goals and mutual respect in relationships, but family expectations and societal norms still hold a strong influence. The result is a constant balancing act between modern aspirations and long-standing cultural values that continues to define the Chinese dating experience. Traditional expectations around marriage remain deeply rooted. Divorce carries stigma, not just for individuals, but for their families. The fear of losing face,
丢脸
a loss of reputation or dignity due to dishonor, discourages many from leaving unhappy marriages, even in cases of betrayal. For many, preserving family honor outweighs personal happiness. Patience and compromise are often celebrated as virtues. But are they always a choice? Many argue that societal pressure keeps people in unfulfilling marriages. Breaking away often means facing judgment, raising questions about how much personal freedom is sacrificed for tradition. Single parents, especially women, face significant stigma in China. Judgment and isolation are common, rooted in cultural ideals that prioritize family unity over individual circumstances. For many, the fear of this stigma makes leaving a difficult marriage an overwhelming decision. Family honor often takes priority over personal well-being. Dating in China weaves tradition and modernity into a complex tapestry. Family-centered values provide a foundation of stability, while younger generations bring new perspectives to what love and partnership mean. This is a culture negotiating its past and present, where personal dreams intertwine with collective responsibilities. A search for both connection and belonging. Love, tradition, and family shape relationships across China. But what about destinations that bring people together? Hong Kong has long been a favorite getaway for mainland Chinese, offering stunning skylines, rich culture, and unforgettable experiences. But is Hong Kong still worth the hype? Find out in our next video. Like, subscribe, and join us for more stories on China Stream, your gateway to China.